Who says an 85-year-old can't enjoy fashion, makeup, and all the other wonderful things available to us? I want to talk about what I'm doing with my eyes, and I've gotten a lot of hints. Maybe it's better today. So many things to talk about. Hello, everybody. It's Nanny from Nanny and the Moose, and today we are going to talk about all the things that we're going to miss about winter when spring comes, if it ever happens. But particularly, I'm going to tell you about what I'm going to miss. And guess what? It's all my sweaters that are keeping me very warm right now. You're going to see some updates on eye makeup, and I think it looks a little better today. I got some great hints from a granddaughter, believe it or not. And I'm going to show you some of my sweater stash before they get the heave-ho out there to the tubs. Stick around. This is an upbeat video. So first of all, let me give you an update on my Moosey. He had tons of visitors yesterday. Colleen and Micah and little Shannon went to visit him. Matt was there. I am going to visit him this morning and hopefully meet the director of the rehab center. He has been doing well. He seemed to narrow it down to a hematoma and a nerve that happened when he fell on dumpster diving day on my birthday and went down on that left rump, and that's what I'll call it. So it's not a hip issue. He's being well taken care of, loves the meals, and is very happy, and is very, very appreciative of all your prayers and all your love and all your caring. So thank you so much. I thought while I was home here, I thought I'd have plenty of time to do all sorts of jobs. Not so. I have been on the phone, I've been getting things ready, and of course driving back and forth. It's amazing. But in the meantime, I've managed to carve out some little pieces for myself. And first, I know you're probably saying, oh, what did she do to her eyes? Well, I had a few hints from some of my grandchildren, from Colleen, and from you, my friends, and thank you so much. You know I'm having trouble with my eyes, and even now I probably have a little bit too much under here. But the mascara on the bottom lashes is gone. False eyelashes, they're gone, unless someday I get the urge to try them again. But the best hint, I think, that I got was from my granddaughter, Ryan, who's Colleen's oldest daughter. She's away in college, and she said that the best way to get it, that nice, smooth look on the eyeshadow that you know I'm looking for, is to, first of all, find a powder. And you know, I didn't even have to buy anything. I rooted through all those things I told you I bought for the last year or two, and I found all sorts of things without having to spend a dime. I found some e.l.f. powder, and the hint was to not put the oils and greases on my eyelids. Colleen said that. Then Colleen and Ryan also said to powder your eyebrows a little bit to get the oils and greases off. As you know, I do put castor oil on after I put my NIVEA on in the morning. I've also been more patient. I rest in between applications of things. I let my NIVEA sink in. That's been one of my big problems, I think. I just am impatient with makeup and want it to be all done in 5 minutes. And as I'm discovering from a lot of you, it just doesn't happen that way. So I rested and I found other things to do in between applications. I put a little powder up on the eyebrows. I also put a base of this e.l.f. powder, and I don't even know how old this is. It obviously is only less than a year, and it was unopened. I also took a fluffy brush and put a layer of this powder on my eyelids and up to the brow. So I did that first. And then Ryan said, and this is her hint, to take a brush and wet it just a little bit, just a teeny bit, don't saturate it, and then dip it into your matte powdered eyeshadow. Now, I went through my stash of goodies and I found what I used to wear, a lot of it. I found Estee Lauder mattes, and a lot of you said, why don't you go back to the blues and grays? They make your eyes look better. And I always wore that. But you know, when I wear camels and browns, I like to switch it up and put a little of the browns and the tans on my eyes. But anyway, maybe I agree with you. I do like this better. It's softer, and that's the look I'm going for. So you take your slightly wetted brush and you dip it into your matte powder. Well, it's not a loose powder. It's the eye makeup, and this one happened to be an old one of a RIMMEL, very old. So I then put the lightest grayish blue on my lid, and I waited and waited, and then I took another brush, can't figure out which one it was, and I went into a darker gray, and I put something there, and then, as you all say, blend, 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 and I did that. I took a brush, I was very patient, and I went back and forth and back and forth after the darkness went on, and voila! I don't think it's too bad. It doesn't have that separated, mushed up look. I think it is a little smoother. And so right now, I'm happy with that. With spring on the way, almost here, but you'd never know it with the way the weather's been lately. Let's talk about sweaters. I have lined up here before I have to put them away, and I'm sure in a couple of weeks, it will be bye-bye sweaters, but I love sweaters. And I know they'll be sitting in a tub until next fall again. And there's only a few months here in California. Well, normally, this year we're getting a little bit longer time to wear our sweaters. And this is one of my favorites, and I think it's always been one of your favorites too. The only thing you have to do when you change sweaters is you have to change the lips and the nails. So bye-bye Dove Brown with my other favorite sweater, and I've been living in this one. You know, my Dove Gray sweater with the sparkles. But today we changed. Now, I did a boo-boo. I did go over my Dove Gray nails. I didn't take them off, but that was to save time because I never know when I'm going to get a phone call from my moose. So I'm going to show you some of my sweaters before they all get packed away. But I think I might have another week or two to run through my rotation of favorite sweaters. And not only that, but I also have all my favorite, I would say, not scarves, but blankets and all those wonderful things. This is that beautiful Steve Madden one that some of you even found on, it's still, you can find it on Amazon, that double plaid on both sides. Love this one. I love this soft color one. This is one, I believe this is an Irish knit. When I went out in my tubs of blankets and scarves, these are more than scarves. They're throws, but I love to just put them on around my shoulders. They really make an addition to a black sweater or neutral sweater or something. Now, the other one that I will miss wearing, I will miss my pocket scarf that Moosey gave me. It's so cozy, especially on days like this when I need that extra warmth around my back and shoulders. And it has the pockets, see the pockets? I even feel the warmth, the extra warmth right now with this on. Now, mind you, these are not all new, and I'm 85, so I've had a long time with all these sweaters. So though it might seem an excess of sweaters, I just have trouble of getting rid of these because I love all of them. And you know, sweaters are wonderful. You can wear them anywhere, dress them up or down with jewelry. I love my winter white sweaters, and I have several of these. I love my big oversized white one with the stripes. That's something I can just pop on and wear anywhere, and it's very long, cozy, and warm. You know, another one that I love, and I don't know whether I've worn this too much. This is my Irish Aran tweed and it's a cardigan. I bought this in Ireland when we were over there with the whole family. Oh, 2007, I think. As you know, I do love turtlenecks. Now, a lot of them I create by pulling them out and pulling a bit up here, and you can create a good neck with a turtleneck if you have enough pliable here. And this one too, it just circles your neck. It's still a turtleneck, but it's not itchy around your neck. Now up here, I have some really unusual sweaters, and I'll show you this one. I absolutely love. It's very heavy, and I bought this in Alaska in one of those tiny stops. We were on an Alaskan cruise, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. It's all hand knit. It was in a specialty shop. It has a whale tail on the back, and in the front it has more design, beautiful colors. It's a cardigan. Oh, I love cardigans. They say cardigans are out, but no way. Look at these nice buttons all the way down the front. The best part about this sweater are the big full balloon sleeves and these beautiful cuffs with these buttons on them. This is an elegant sweater, and you can decorate this with a string of pearls, any kind of gold jewelry, and it's a favorite. I do have several other black sweaters, a couple of them with some ruffles on them that are beautiful knits, and I love those. I wore those a lot at Christmas time. And of course, I love my winter whites, all shades of winter whites. This one is a cute one. I did get this last Christmas, and it has puffy sleeves. I'm always in favor of puffy sleeves, and these beautiful little, I'll call them baubles. It's a sweater that reminds me of one I had when I was a little girl. This one I've worn a lot, and it's one that I also altered the neck. It had a big fold down cuff on the up here on the top, and it was something I was always pulling on. It was too high. I cut it and I hemmed it. I turned it on the inside, and on the machine I did a zigzag stitch, and it stays away from my neck, but it's still a nice turtleneck. I love sweaters, and I will miss my sweaters when spring comes. I think I prefer winter clothing. You know, I'm also a hat gal, and although in summer I can wear all kinds of straw hats, in the winter, those felt fedoras, I have a black one, a camel one. I will miss scarves. And you know, when you have a large wardrobe, as I've had over the years, all this is not new. There are many years where we were very, I won't say we're social, but we traveled a lot. We took cruises. We visited other countries with Moosey's business and on our own. We traveled with the children. We did go to operas and ballets and various other things. And I did have a chance to dress up. We went to a lot of functions associated with businesses and corporations and associations that Moosey was involved in. And lately, Moosey and I have dressed up for charity hospital galas and things that our daughter Debbie is associated with a hospital where she runs these wonderful galas and things. So a couple times a year we get to really dress up, and one of the galas is always a costume themed thing. Last year it was the gay 90s, and oh boy, no, the 20s, and oh boy, Moosey and I had fun with our outfits for that. So over the years we have had a chance to dress up, not so much now, and it's almost a fairy tale type of a living that in my mind I love to try these things on every once in a while, and we do maybe get a chance to wear them. But the big fancy things, you know, they're there for a special occasion. But you can wear berets, and I have always loved berets. I have black ones. I have ones that we wear. Oh, St. Patrick's Day we dress up. And I think you've all seen my St. Patrick's Day outfit, my plaid long kilt to the floor that I had made when we lived in Scotland way back in the 70s. And it doesn't wrap around anymore, but I fixed that. I've sewn it so that it still looks good. Hats, berets, fedoras, I'll miss you all when spring comes. I also have worn in the past, and quite frankly, ladies, you can wear these three-quarter sweaters or long sweaters that go down below the knees. You can wear those anywhere. You can wear those shopping, food store shopping, just going out, even out in your garden. And those I love. Now, I do have a one hanging up here, but in the closet, I do have a couple of really lovely ones. Maybe tomorrow I'll show you some of my not the big heavy winter coats and things, but the lighter sweater coats that are so versatile, and you can dress them up or just wear them out and put them over a tracksuit or anything that you might have on when you need to run out to the store. And even though I am in my 86th year, I still love watching the YouTube fashionable women and the shorts on all the wonderful clothing that is so dressed up that actually in my life at this point, I would never have the places to go to wear them. And you know what? That's okay. But we can all live vicariously. I always had a love for beautiful, unusual clothing, and I still do. I love watching the New York and Paris fashion shows and what's new. That will never leave me. I still enjoy it. It's a pleasure that I have now watching all of this, and yet it doesn't bother me that I don't have the places to go anymore and wear that. I guess that's part of my fairy tale living. I don't believe this, but it is 3:45 in the afternoon, same day, and here I sit waterlogged in my car. I have not been home since I left the house at, 11 this morning to go see Moose, and had a nice visit with him, talked with the doctor more about what they're going to do for Moosey and his pain, and he's continuing the therapy, and they're continuing to treat this pain. I visited with them, and since I've had a headlight out for a while, the kids have been after me to do that. And the other day, Debbie said, "Mom, I heard your windshield wipers scratching in your video the other day." So I drove home in the pouring rain again, very carefully. I'm really getting my practice, my Jersey girl friends, back to what I learned back east in driving skills. And I decided to stop at my very favorite place where they fix my car and do my oil change and everything. I drove in. I said, "Oh, can you help me right now?" He said, "What can I do for you?" I said, "I need a headlight." Well, he checked the car. He found out that my license plate light was out, that I had a back brake light. So he fixed me up. I sat in the waiting room, did a little bit of editing, trying to multitask here. And I guess it's been an hour and a half. I have not eaten anything today yet. I thought I would get home right after lunch, but I did have a call from Shannon, and she needs to be picked up today, not Wednesday. The hip hop class was changed to Monday. Instead of going all the way home, I've just spent an hour and a half in the nice warm waiting room of Midas Fix-It car place. And he filled my tires up, checked my oil, he was so nice. He gave me new windshield wipers and fixed all the lights that were out in my car. So I'm all set to go, and I'm safe in the rain as long as everybody else on the road is driving safely. So, since I haven't had anything to eat, I bet you can guess where I decided to stop. I thought, I'm not going up over the hill to go home because I just have to turn around and come right back down again to go get Channy. So I went to my Del Taco. They're wonderful. I said, "Do you have any hot soup or a hot chili or something that I can have that's warm right now, because I knew I had to sit in the car for a little while. Wasn't going home until I started heading out to get Shannon. And they fixed me up with some hot chili, as hot as can be. I mean, warm hot, also hot. And 3 nice big warmed up flour tortillas. Now, this was not on the menu, and I have 2 of these, and it is so delicious. And I'm sitting here in the parking lot under my favorite saguaro palm tree in California in this weather. And I tell you, it's warming my tummy, and that's all I needed. I tried to find a lipstick, my red lipstick, but my Hollywood red is at home. So I have my copper chrome on, which doesn't match my outfit. But look at me, matchy-matchy today. And also, I happen to bring my iPad over, which also is matchy-matchy. Moosey wanted to see the last couple of videos. So I brought my tote sack, which is a wool flannel buffalo check. Well, can you imagine me when I went into the lobby of the hospital with my umbrella, which is not buffalo check, by the way, and my buffalo check tote, my buffalo sweater, and my buffalo coat. One lady walked up to me and she said, "Stop for a minute and let me gaze at you." Can you believe this? She said, "Wonderful outfit. You look fabulous." Well, did that make my day? So here I am, matchy-matchy, having my hot chili warming up before I set out again in this weather. I'm just getting used to this. Well, I'm not really, because today's video is all about cozy sweaters. And let me tell you, I am very cozy and warm in my sweaters, and I will miss these when spring comes, if ever. So I'm going to eat this now. It is just wonderful. Hot, warm, hot chili with beans and some nice warm flour tortillas from my favorite Del Taco place in the world. I'll probably do a little bit when I get home. It probably won't be till 5:30, 5:45 tonight. But before I sign off and say goodbye, I'll just let you know that I got home safe once again. So, who says an 85-year-old can't enjoy fashion, makeup, and all the other wonderful things available to us? I want to thank you all for watching this video, and also for all the lovely sentiments, prayers, and well wishes for my Moosey. Going to see him pretty soon, and I will be leaving shortly. So I'm going to close now. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was just a little superficial thing. You know, we got to have some fun as we're pro-aging. And even though we might not be out there gallivanting around, think of all the things that you can do just in your normal little surroundings. You can get involved in all your hobbies. You can do some rooting around with all the stuff. If you're like me, I'm finding things every day that I have forgotten about, especially makeup and things that I had and never opened, and I actually can use them now. There's a lot of cleaning out to be done, and of course we can do that. But the fun things, we can live vicariously, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we know who we are. But even though I can't wear all the wonderful clothes again, I certainly can enjoy seeing them on other people, and maybe bringing back a memory or two of the days when I wore them too. So I'm going to rush off now. Goodbye for now. Thank you again for watching, and welcome to all the newcomers. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow or the next day. And I might drag out some of the long sweater coats that I've had over the years and how you can wear them. Those we can wear even if we just go out to Del Taco or perhaps to the market. Bye for now. Love you, and God bless us all.